It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, Game 3 of this So a big
damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. They'll cash in. He'll score. Toronto rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Elvis Rodriguez. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Stepping up to the plate, Wolverine.
Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the ground screw out.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Tucker looks up onto the home run porch and gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 16 for him on the year.
Loved a homer in the top of the 1st inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the 1st and never looked back. Johnny. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition. Into the box now, Wolverine.
Just want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games. Got the
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed.
Notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap. Cleveland jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Andy Aldrich gets. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball. Now batting, Wolverine. Their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, to expect to go through the course of a long season.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Wolverine. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. He's through 1st and hustling for 2nd. He hit the corner and tries for 3rd. And he will make it all the way to 3rd now as that mistake walks for him thus far. On the ground to 1st. Can this be 2? 1 there. On to 1st, and they get them both. Game. The Astros jumped out to an early lead in the 1st and never looked back. Philip Yang. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to 2nd. A bare hand for 1. On to 1st, and that's the very 1, the final. Toronto led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Joseph. It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Lots of pink all around for this. Now at the plate, Wolverine.
Series, you want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they Warville. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to 1st as they get the double play to get him out of. Ready once again, Wolverine. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Dan, this guy's on fire.
Stepping up now, Lance Link. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And they have taken the lead. Used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Dave Cabrera claims the. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on. Digging in, Wolverine. The pitch. Shoots this one over to 1st. And that is through into right field for a single. As he'll get his first opportunity in this one. All to second, this could be two. To second for one, on to first to complete the double play. Tampa Bay led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Sammy Minoso. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of
Next for Tampa Bay.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Ground is short. This could be two. Scooped up. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play. Will have to be dealt with carefully here.
We're going to have to be almost perfect.
0-1 count and the pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is the left fielder, and that one is gone. So a 3-run shot to left center.
Wow, the pitching staff has to love this one, right? They were down one, and with one swing of the bat, they're up two. What a turnaround. And
the Jays jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Charles Carlson. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup. Stepping in for the Jays.
And a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way.
Next to bat for Toronto, Wolverine.
Here you go.
Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Dan, this guy
digging in and looking for more. Wolverine.
man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And that's through into left, a base hit. The relay, the tag, and he is out at second. Into the box now.
Really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Center fielder looking up, still ranging back. And this one is gone, a home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 18 for him on the campaign.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's low.
Toronto used a huge 8th inning to help secure the win. Ellis Lucero gets the win. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Gonzalez. Set to deliver on 0-2 here. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Now at the plate, Wolverine. Swing, and oh my. Hit him with the high. And gone. A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game. So it's a 2-run shot to right center.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday.
Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, he makes the stop. One there. On to first, and they get the double play. Into the box. Hit hard towards second, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Ball game. The Boston Red Sox pick up win number 20 on the year. Willie Ibanez. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good digging in.
Would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center.
2 home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. There's one. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a one out and one on here in the inning. On the ground to short. Could this be two? Fielded cleanly to second for one. On to first as they get the double play.
Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League. Digging in, Wolverine, 2 men on, 2 away.
To be going his way right now.
The set and the 2-2. Line towards center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Hitter,
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. Blue Jays get their division leading 30th win of the year. Michael Rector earns win number. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball. Get his first opportunity in this one. Ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get. Settling in now, Wolverine becomes. This is line to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
That's it, big dog.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice on.
Here now the 2-2. And now the runner's trying for third. Scorched to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game. In now.
Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last.
Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Joseph Green earns.